Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. HVK all day. Let's get it, man. All right, so in this one, I want to talk about how when you go on SR, you become the light in a dark world. As you can see right now, I'm just a beam of light right now. This is my natural form, as you could see. I have transcended past the physical realm, and now I am just a ball of light. You know what I'm saying? You can still kind of see a little bit, but I'm mostly in my spirit right now, as you could see. But that's what I want to talk about, guys. Like, when you go on SR, you literally do become the light in a dark world. It's a trip, guys. It really is, because you never really notice it until you wake up from it. You know, this life, this world that we live in, there's so many things that are pushed onto us to lower our vibration, right? We're spiritual beings having a human experience, obviously, right? But, you know, in society, they always push these things out to, you know, lower our vibrations, whether that's alcohol, or these, you know, puppet celebrities, you know, these fake ass celebrities, all this worldly music that just talks about, you know, just money and killing people and smashing hoes and all this degenerate stuff, right? It's all set up like that on purpose. Like, do you think these artists, all these artists that are popping out of nowhere, they don't get famous because they have talent? It's because they sold their soul, you know, for money and fame and all that stuff. So you know, shout out to Subconscious. I was watching a video. He was talking about he mentioned something about this as well. You know, when it comes to the artists, they're anything mainstream, right? Anything mainstream is, there's usually like an agenda behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything mainstream, it always has some type of agenda, because that's what the masses are going to be listening to. So that's what they're going to be pushing out into the radios, into the music videos, onto all your devices and everything like that. Everything mainstream, it's usually negative, okay? And, you know, there are certain songs out there that you would never hear on the radio, but it speaks truth. You know, it speaks truth, like Spiritual Tony, Cruz, CREWZ. There's this other one that named J Active, and they're all underground artists. You know, they're all underground, but they speak some conscious lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And oh shit, I have totally dissolved now. Yeah, guys. You can't even see my body right now. Well, kind of. But anyways, yeah, you just become a light, bro. You just really become a light, because let me explain it to you. When you go on retention, you stop seeing everything like the way you used to. You know, you stop operating the way that you used to back then. You know, when you're in that cycle of PMOing, right? Watching the hub and just releasing your essence with no purpose, bro, it's like you're blind out here or something. You know, you have literally, I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's like you don't have a spiritual connection to anything. You know, you're just more of like a NPC out here. You know, when you're always busting nuts out here and just operating very like worldly. You know, when you're lust, it's like you're not even in control of your body. You're just a product of this matrix. You know, and that's just only one thing, right? Lust is only one of the weapons, one of the matrix weapons that keep people, you know, at a low vibration. The other things is like substances, you know, alcohol, weed, caffeine. That also keeps you like negative and stuff like that, and it keeps you from evolving as a person. You know, me back then, before my SR journey, before I discovered this practice, I was always, you know, drinking. I mentioned it before in my videos. You guys should know that, but I always like to bring it up from time to time as a reminder. You know, before SR, I was always drinking, you know, smoking, you know, obviously like on the hub, or just operating more lustfully, right? Operating more lustfully, and just that overall like lower vibration, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about SR, when you go on it, like when you start retaining your life force and you cut off lust, you become very disciplined within yourself, and it just creates like a domino effect like in other areas of your life, you know. When you're on SR, you start feeling like very, like it literally raises your vibration just by doing this practice. It just raises your vibration up because you're no longer you know, polluting your mind and corrupting your spirit with all that lust, with all that pornography and stuff. So naturally you start feeling better. And don't be surprised if all of a sudden you don't want to drink anymore, because as soon as you drink, that's like the quickest way to, you know, lower your energy. It's a downer, right? Alcohol, it comes from the word that means body eating spirit. So alcohol itself is just one of those things that keep people dumbed down and keep them from discovering like their higher self. You know, it kills brain cells and it just disconnects you with God and everything like that. But you know, SR, it's like a very clean lifestyle, so, or it's like a clean practice. So it's gonna transition into other areas of your life. You know, you're gonna want to start eating more clean. You're gonna start wanting to take care of your body a lot more, and with that just comes a lot. You know, like you just overall become a light in the dark world because you're not operating the way that everybody else is out here. You know, you literally take back your power as a man. Your seed is your masculine energy, right? There's a lot of power behind it. It's literally like has the ability to create another life. So if you're not creating life by retaining that essence, you literally become, I don't know, very powerful, right? You just take back your power as a man, and you just become a light in the dark world. Like you just start operating in your spirit more, and you just start moving differently. You know, you become very set apart from the rest of people in society. You know, while the rest of the people want to, you know, get effed up and listen to these demonic puppets, right? These rappers, all these things, guys, all this low vibrational energy, you're gonna repel it on your SR journey because it's not gonna, it's gonna bother your spirit, you know. You're gonna avoid a lot of things that you might have done because back then when you weren't on your SR journey, like I said, you were releasing your energy with no purpose. So it was just keeping you very in a very dark space, right? In a very dark space that led you to do other things. You know, it might have started with the hub, and all of a sudden you're later down the line, you're drinking, or you're doing all these things, man. And you're just like in this web of negativity, right? But SR is like the tables turn. You know, as soon as you start retaining, you start feeling better about yourself. You start feeling happier. You start feeling more gratitude, and it just carries out like in other things, right? It just kind of makes you want to stop doing a lot of things that you did in the past. Stop hanging out with people that you hung out with in the past, and that just literally just changes everything, bro. You know, you literally operate so different on this journey. You know, your energy just gets insane. Like you be feeling you be feeling crazy out here, bro. Like your energy just feels like out of this world sometimes. You know, when I'm walking out in public or when I'm somewhere in public, bro, I be feeling like an alien, you know. I just be feeling like my own energy, like my own aura, and I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's very bizarre. You know, your power level is through the roof. You know, your power level has never been this strong before, but when you're on your SR journey, been cultivating that life force, and you've been putting in work, physically, mentally, and spiritually, bro, you just become like, I don't know, you just become a serious person, but in a good way. Like you become just, sorry guys, I saw something. Yeah, you just become very powerful as a person, you know? And that's what this journey is about, is just taking back your power, right? But with great power comes great responsibility, Spider-Man. And yeah, man, so you just got to be careful. You just got to be careful with this energy and use it to your advantage, you know? Cuz it literally feels like you become, it's like you start getting like superpowers, bro. Like your stamina is like through the roof. All this crazy benefits, bro. It just starts showing in your life, and everything else just becomes very robotic. I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like everything in this world, how everything is set up, it just becomes fake. You know, it just feels very artificial. You know what I'm saying? Like from the music to the social media to the way that people are conditioned to behave. You know, it's very strange. And it's crazy to think that the majority of people aren't even practicing this, right? The majority of guys, they can't even go a week on retention, which is very crazy. And we all been there, right? Like if you're on SR now, we all were there at one point when we were just like releasing with no purpose, like recklessly, not thinking anything of it, but not knowing what we were doing to ourselves, you know, sabotaging ourselves and killing our light, killing our spirit. Okay? So when you stop doing that, man, it's a game changer, you know? It really is a game changer. You become that walking loud pack, bro, in the spiritual realm. You do, guys. Like you just start shining out here. Um and it's amazing, you know, it's amazing to know about this knowledge, and it's a blessing as well to know about this, because I don't know where my life would be right now if I didn't know about SR, to be honest. You know, I'd probably still be drinking or just on the hub or just very in these matrix traps, you know what I'm saying? But SR is just a very powerful tool that pulled me out of that. Well, I can't just say SR. God showed me this practice, right? God wanted me to know about SR at this time in my life so I could just wake up to my full potential, right? Starting to realize like how powerful we are. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding, guys. I mean, look at all the videos that I have made so far and inspired a lot of you guys to get on this practice or to keep going. And that right there is just, you know, transmutation of energy, you know, just having all these creative outlets and, you know, expressing how I feel, you know what I'm saying? And kind of motivating and sharing my insights with you guys that want to change. But yeah, SR, it just makes you a light in a dark world. You won't see anything the same again, but it's for the better. You know, you just start being more purpose driven rather than pleasure driven. All that pleasure stuff is lame, you know, just the drinking, the partying, the just smashing the hub. Like, bro, all that is just spiritual death. You know, if you're always feeding your flesh pleasure, dopamine, you're not gonna have a spiritual connection to anything, you know. But that's what makes you different out here, you know. That's what makes you different. So that's why people be staring at you, you know, on this journey. The reason why people stare at you is because they see the light within you, you know. They see your aura, but also, you know, on a physical level, they see the glow on you. But it's spiritual at the same time. It's both physical and spiritual. What they're seeing is both of those things, right? And yeah, I'm just very grateful for this knowledge, and you should be grateful for this knowledge if you know about it as well. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna wrap it up with that. I don't want to make the video too long. Let me know what you guys have, what you guys think. What's your experience with this? Do you feel like you become more of a light in the dark world, and how do you impact people around you? Because for me personally, it feels like every time I get around people, I feel like a light bulb to them or something. You know, I kind of change their mood like instantly, right? I just bring that good energy, and yeah, you just literally, you're able to change people's moods, and it's insane, guys. Like, it's really crazy. It gets deep, you know. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to make the video too long. So with that being said, Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.